Hello, how's everyone doing? The goal today is to create a post request using Microsoft Excel. I've been looking for some way to do this for my work, and it was to make the job easier for all the users who need to do something quick via API. And I wanted to make it data driven. So I found a lot of different examples, but I thought this was kind of fast and easy. And of course, in no way this is the best way. And I'm putting this video up because I want some feedback and some feedback related mostly to how I can make this better, or if there's a better way to do this. So let's get to it. Basically, in my VBA project, I created a new module, and I'm calling it just to test my post. There are a couple of things that I've learned that I need to do first. One is to make sure in my references, the Microsoft XML, whatever version that you're using is checked. And I'll explain why that is. In order to send or post requests, you need to reference that specific library. Okay, so how I started it is I'm gonna create a simple subroutine, and I want to start by first obviously defining my request. So like I said, if you've got that library reference, then you should see a Microsoft XML 2, and you want to use the server XML HTTP 60. So we're going to define our environment. Like I said, I'm making this data driven, so I kind of know what I'm going to be doing, and I'll show you how everything is going to end up. I'm going to define my URL that I'm going to run, and I'm going to define my body that I'm going to send in the request, and I'm going to explain why I'm creating two of these. And then I need to save my response into something as well. So what I'm exactly trying to do is I have created an Excel sheet where I've put double quotes, the name of the column, and then the value, and then ending the column, and then comma. And this is why I'm doing this. So in VBA, apparently there's not a way to put column in the code. And if there is, please let me know, because this is the only way I could figure out to do it the fastest. And in researching, I found that if you have a body that's got all this, I've got 35 data sets. So to create this, you individually have to put colon before and after each of the values, and you can't put double quotes in VBA unless you put CHAR 36. I think that's the value for a double quote in VBA. So your code is going to get really large. So the fastest way I found this, and also because I want to do this in a data-driven way, and give the users the options to update their data wherever they want to, however they want to, and then set up an environment variable to run it in whichever environment they want to. What I did was I took a column here, or a cell here in a G3. I concatenated the range of A1 to A35, which is all of this. So it saved it, as you can see, in a JSON sort of format. So the goal here is to not have to write code that much, and I have all my values set here. All right, so next thing, I created a button to which I assigned the macro that I've created. So all they have to do is set up their data, set up the environment, and click this button. And in the response, I'm hoping to get a loan number that they've created. So this, let's say this macro is to create a loan number, and I want to show them this is the loan number. So let's go back to the code. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So in my cell which I showed you earlier, I'm gonna first clear out the value. Then I'm gonna read in the environment from the cell in my spreadsheet. I'm also going to read the concatenated string into my new body. And this is why I created a new body and an all body. My all body is going to be the formatted version, and I'm sure there's another way to do this, but I wanted to add the braces in the beginning, so I'm going to add that, and plus my new body plus n squiggly parens. So now let's go ahead and get all of that information and send our request. So first we need to define our URL, and mine, of course I can't share this, but I'm going to add the environment as part of my URL, and then my URL. Okay, so once I have that, I'm going to open this request, and I think the syntax, I believe, is that I'm doing a post of the URL, and my async is going to be false. Then I'm going to set some headers. So you can have multiple headers, and this is how you would define it. So you can add as many headers as your URI requires. So now I'm going to send the request, and the syntax is just send, and then I need to attach my data to it, which is all body. So it's my request.send with the body, and now I'm going to take the response and store it in the variable response. So I want to be able to do a little bit more. Like I said, I read in this variable, and so I've added specific things to my code. Namely this, that if my request.status is not equal to 200, meaning it's some sort of a failure, then print a message box with the request status and the text of that status. So if I get a 500, it may say error, request errored out or something. And then I want to put that value in this cell back in my Excel. So basically, instead of the loan number, it may say the error. Okay, and once that happened, then I exit the subroutine. If not, then what I want to do is in that same value, I want to put a text called loan number is equal to, and from the response, I know that my loan number is in the 71st character, not the character, 71st, it's the 71st value in the response. I'm grabbing that, and then I'm doing a mid on the response, and then I'm doing a left for 12 characters because the loan number is only 12 characters. That's what I want to display to my user. So that's pretty much it. It's very simple. It's a very quick and easy way to give this to your users and put a button here, let them set up the data. The data is concatenated here. Your variable is set here. All you do is click the button, and it gives them the whatever data that they need back. And obviously you can do whatever you want with this. But what I'm looking for from this video is hopefully some feedback as to how anybody else may have done this and if they can do it better. What else can I improve on, because this was my first go at it, and I have seen some many different things on searching online, and this was the kind of a mosh podge of some things I took from one site, some things I took from another site, and made it a really quick, simple one. Please let me know. Thanks again for watching. Hope to hear from you guys. Take care. Bye.